Welcome to another episode of the Good Guys Podcast. My name is Brandon Dixon. I am a happily married man and a humble father of four, and as always, I am here with none other than the Honorable, the Reverend,
the one and only
Joshua Ezzy Josh.
There has never been one before.
Are you
me.
ready to do this podcast?
Oh yeah, bro. You just messed up my whole intro. I said there would be no one before me, and there would be none after me. The one and only.
Okay. Thank you for clearing that up for the people.
Oh, you're welcome. Just making sure people know that this is it.
This is it. It's the only Joshua Ezzy you'll ever get.
The only one.
So, the Good Guys Podcast, a little late this week, but we are here for you guys.
I'm shaking my head right now.
And there's a reason why we are late this week.
Guys, I'm the one that's professional, okay?
Oh, okay. Yes, it's my fault, people.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
It's not Josh's fault. He was ready to go.
I was ready to go.
All on me. But I have a good reason. And it is my weekly airing of grievances.
I can't wait for this, man. I'm ready for
this one. Well, this one hurts me. I'm going to be perfectly honest.
Yes,
this really hurts.
Yes, it should.
And it's a humbling experience.
I warned you.
But I'm going to go ahead and say it. Ranch dressing. Let me down.
I told you, man. I told you it was coming.
Let me down. And I think it's a little bit of karma.
Oh yeah, of course it is.
You've had your phobia of all things white sauce.
Yep.
Over the years.
Hey man, except for Alfredo, man. Alfredo sauce is all right by me.
Okay, Alfredo sauce is okay. But ranch and mayonnaise, you've had an extreme phobia. I have had great fun over the years taking advantage of this fear.
Your day was coming.
Putting mayonnaise in your face, wiping mayonnaise on your door knob, and watching you consequently freak out.
That night when I went into my dorm room, I got on my knees before God and I said, God, you say you'll prepare a table in the presence of my enemies. God, you said my enemies would be my footstool. God, you saw what they did to your servant's doorknob.
Right.
It took me 45 minutes to get in my room. And it took me 3 or 4 days to get over that experience. And even though it took God 10 years, what happened to you last night was you reaping what you sowed. You don't read your Bible, so you didn't get understood where they said, touch not my anointed, nor the anointed one's doorknob, nor pointing mayonnaise packets in my face and having me run around the cafeteria in fear. From that moment, your days was numbered, bro. Tell the people what happened to you, man.
So, me and my wife went to Olive Garden. We got it to go because we have 4 kids, so we never really get to eat in at a restaurant ever.
That's chaos, bro.
Yeah, never. I've tried it a couple of times. I'll never do it again. So we got it to go. And as you know, Olive Garden, they always give you the salad. But when you get it to go, they're a little stingy on the dressing. So
you asked for extra?
I did not ask for extra. And that's where I messed up. They gave me 1 little container of their dressing, which is excellent. It's excellent dressing. But it wasn't enough. So I get back to the crib. I'm ready to smash. All right.
And it wasn't his wife. It was just a side salad.
Say what?
I said you wasn't smashing your wife. It was just a side salad.
No, I'm ready to smash the food. That's what I was referring to. This is the Good Guys Podcast, in case you guys haven't noticed. We never talk about smashing opposite gender. We talk about smashing food.
Okay, sorry, continue.
So I'm ready to smash the food. And my wife says, and I say, you know, they always stingy with the dressing, babe. I'm going to put some extra salad dressing on there. She says, that's cool. I reach for the ranch dressing. She says, babe, I've looked at that ranch dressing. It doesn't look right to me. I pay her no attention whatsoever.
Oh, man.
Completely disregard everything that she said.
A woman's intuition, bro?
You're right.
Bro, there's 2 things that's true on this earth. The gospel of Jesus Christ and a woman's intuition.
This is true. And under normal circumstances, I would always listen to my wife's intuition because that is very true. So many times she picks up on things that I'm not paying attention to. Normally for situations like this, I'm hungry and I'm just not thinking about it. So that's what happened here. I was very hungry, completely disregarded any advice that she gave. I dug right into the food and the questionable ranch dressing.
I'm sorry to say this, bro, but you went by your manly instincts versus the woman's intuition.
Well, my manly instincts failed me, and I spent the better part of yesterday kneeled over in front of the toilet, hurling my brains out. And it was a humbling experience.
I'm glad, bro. I rejoiced that my God didn't forget me. Now I know there's a God. I know there's a balm in Gilead.
Wow.
I know there's a lily in the valley.
Wow.
I know the blood still works. I know now. My God came through for me. See, what you got to understand, ladies and gentlemen, is that sometimes you just got to understand that certain things God doesn't forget. That BD last night spent the most of his night feeling the anguish I felt at 10 years old. See, when you're 10 years old and you have that kind of experience, the worst throw up of your life was at 10, you'll never touch ranch or mayonnaise again. That's a stronghold for me. Listen, and that's a stronghold I don't want to be freed from, because you know why? If it happens to me a second time because of somebody suggesting that I should partake of ranch and mayonnaise again, if I have that experience again, but I mean, throwing up is so disrespectful.
What do you mean?
Your body's just like, you're going to feel this through every muscle of your body.
Like, seriously, is throwing up not the worst thing ever? Like, I really think it's the worst thing that can happen to you in life. Okay, that was an exaggeration. It's not the worst thing that can happen to you in life, but it's really bad.
Yeah, that's top 5.
It's top 5. I mean, like, every ounce of your being, it's like somebody just jams their hand down your throat and just rips your insides out with no regard for your feelings.
I'm like, bro, what does my ankles have to do with me throwing up?
Right.
What does my calf, like, why is everything like, this is our big moment? Here's the big launch. And y'all got an inward 10 countdown inside of me?
Right. Like, why does it have to hurt so bad? Like, why can't you just, like you cough something up, just, and there it is. There's whatever the impurity was that was in your body that it wanted to get rid of. Just cough it on out.
I mean, the stomach is tough, ain't it? Like, to be such a tough organ, why act like a pansy when it's time to throw up?
I don't know.
All you got to do is let it go out the back end. Just let it pass through. Like if a small virus, y'all just can't, there's no quick passageway to the exit.
It just seems like there's got to be a better way. Like, I mean, it's so painful. You start sweating immediately. Like, all of a sudden, like 5 seconds ago, I was completely dry. Now my shirt, everything is just drenched in sweat.
Bro, I'm counting those calories. I'm like, I worked.
Hey, I lost about 4 or 5 pounds. I'm actually, and in hindsight, I'm actually kind of happy.
Hey, man, one thing about throwing up, man, afterwards, man, you feel like, hey, I got abs again.
Yeah.
First off, because it's an ab workout. And secondly, you just got rid of the food you probably, Yeah, but anyway.
That's just true.
There's 2 things I'm going to ask God why, for one, he didn't allow us to have, and 2, why he allowed it to happen. I'm going to ask him, why do you allow us to throw up? Throw up is horrible. That's number 1. And why didn't you allow us to have a sleep button?
A sleep button?
I wish there was a button on us, like a pressure point, if you will, that you can press and you go right to sleep.
Wow.
Bruh, do you know how great sleep would be? If you could just push that button. Press a pressure point and your body's like going into sleep mode like your computer does.
I mean, now that I think about it, yes, that would be awesome. But I mean, who really thinks about that? How did you come up with that, Josh?
Because I never had sex, bro. Nah, but seriously, honestly, man, that would have been, really, all them nights I stay up because my mind is just always thinking of new ideas, man. I'm like, man, I wish I could press a sleep button, a pressure point where I could just do.
That really, I mean, yeah, I'm going to be honest. That would be all that. I'd be so much more efficient. Like sometimes you have those little, like, you know, like maybe 30 minutes or an hour in the day where you actually have nothing to do. But it's like, it takes you like 30 minutes just to fall asleep. So it doesn't really work. But if you could just press a button and just be asleep, then
man.
Wow.
Those 30 minutes are very valuable, man.
Yeah.
Like last night, man, like I was like 45 minutes was wasting just sitting there. And I'm like, all I had to do was push a button. I would have been asleep 45 minutes ago. But BD, you reaped what you sowed, bro. The question is, will you go back to wrench again?
That is the question, Josh. And the answer is absolutely. The answer is absolutely. Unequivocally, yes, is my answer. Ranch has been too good for me for too many years, Josh. Now, I know you had your situation at the tender age of 10. All right. But traumatic. I'm 31. Okay.
Yep.
I'm 30 years deep in the game. Ranch has been too good to me.
Man, what is so good? Honestly, what is really good about ranch and mayonnaise? It does nothing for the sandwich. It's not ketchup. It does nothing like ketchup does. Like, first off, I don't use condiments on my sandwiches. So I'm just a meat and cheese kind of person, maybe bacon or maybe a onion ring or two. But when it comes to like sauces, like what does ranch really do to a salad? Like what is ranch? Like, you know, before
what
that,
does ranch really do to a salad? Ranch is the salad, Josh.
Man, what is ranch made out of?
I don't know. These are the questions that we don't ask, Josh. We don't ask what ranch is made of. We just appreciate it for what it is.
Man, ranch is horrible. Mayonnaise is horrible, Doug. And mustard is close to being horrible, too.
What do you do with hot wings? Like, what do you do with chicken wings?
Teriyaki.
Lemon pepper. Don't dip
it. No, I don't dip it in no ranch, man.
Oh, man. Josh.
Bruh, listen.
What do you do with French fries? You don't ever dip them in ranch?
Nah, man. I like when they do my fries in a little garlic, garlic and cilantro mixture that they do at Whole Foods.
There you go with your bougie Whole Foods stuff.
I love it
with the fries with a little garlic and cilantro with a zest of lemon. Who does that?
What a zest of yeah, I love it when they got that. When I see the lady who does my burgers very well at Whole Foods, I'm like, man, can you give me that garlic supreme mix? Give me some of that. I mean, I might dip it in ketchup every now and then, man, but ketchup kind of ruins the burger experience. Because if you do a bunch of ketchup with your fries and you go to your burger, it messes with the roof of your mouth, man. It just messes up the whole experience, man.
Wow.
But if you don't mind, B, I would love to share my own errand of grievances, if you don't mind.
Wait a minute. Joshua Ezzy, are you saying that you have an airing of grievance?
Man, I don't complain, but when I do, I don't get upset as often, but when I do, like today, everyone knows from my Instagram stories that I play basketball, and I've been on a tear in the last month of basketball. See, I don't lose in the month of December or January like some NBA teams do. I actually do exceptionally well. But today, I go to the gym looking for a good cardio, looking for a good time just to donate some buckets to a local charity. I was ready to, but I found myself in line receiving donations.
Josh, was getting buckets, man. Somebody lighting you up.
Man, no. It wasn't lighting me up, but my other two teammates, bruh.
Is that what it was? It was the other two guys, huh, Josh?
Oh, bruh, I was getting buckets, man. But my errand of grievance is, what makes you think you should play basketball when you know you suck? Like, let me ask you this question. When you know your jump shot is extremely off balance, that your shot is leaning forward, but your back, like you doing a ballet twist, like, or when you backing up to the basketball and you just toss it up, like you suck. You suck. And what made me so upset was because in the YMCA that I go to, you got to put your name on the list. And so it's not like you get to pick your teams. And since BD has moved to the northern regions of the United States of America, I would really just formulate my own team so I can at least win 5 games.
Right.
Man, these 2 guys was the worst people I ever played with in my life, over 25.
Wow. That's a strong statement.
Yes, man. Like we out here getting cooked. Cooked. I'm switching on everybody else because I'm like, man, I came here for the cardio. Don't end my cardio. I was telling the other guy who played college ball, I'm like, bruh, just let me get 5 more plays, bruh. Let me get 6 more. Let me feel like this was worth my time. And then you have the nerve. My bad, that was on me. Bruh, you suck. This is not a bad game. You suck. Like you cannot play basketball. Like I wanted to put my arm around his shoulder and escort him to the treadmill. I said, if you wanted cardio, these machines are not playing on your team. They're serving you.
Right.
When I pass you the ball and I'm trying to set the screen opposite side to get my man curled up, you're calling for an ISO? What kind of arrogance? You mean to tell me you calling for an ISO and you suck? Man, I lost 2 games today, got out of that gym and hurried home.
Wow.
I was highly upset, man. I was like, man, no, man, you owe me a month's worth of YMCA membership fees. That's what you owe me.
Wow.
You owe me today's worth. You owe me $7.
I didn't get my daily cardio.
I didn't get my daily cardio. Now I'm sitting here 0-2. Man, I hit but I get mad when I get upset, I get upset. I tossed the ball and hit an old white man on the ab machine.
Oh no.
Man, I immediately apologized because I felt Sue coming out of his spirit, man. I was like, sir, I'm sorry. I just hate losing. He said, no problem, sir. Man, I just knew when that ball went over there, I said, please hit a black man. No. It was not a Hispanic, not an Asian man. It was an older white man in a Wells Fargo YMCA. Know he got money. You know his Jaguar, his Benz, his downstairs. And I'm like, sir, I am so sorry. Because at the YMCA, the number 1 complainers at a gym are older white men.
Oh, absolutely. They're the most privileged.
The most privileged in this country. I'm like, bruh, I know I'm about to get deported. And I'm an American citizen. But they be like, you're Nigerian, you're going back.
You're going all the way back.
I'm like, bruh, I was born in Charlotte Medical. It doesn't matter. You're going to Abuja.
Wow.
That's my errand of grievances, man. If you know you suck at basketball, man, go on a treadmill. Get on an elliptical. Yes, you may feel non-manly on the elliptical and you feel like your girlfriend is going to watch you and cheer for you as your jump shot is uglier than Alonzo Ball's. Okay? Right. Do us all a favor. Don't play basketball. Yes,
maybe take a kickboxing class.
Take kickboxing. Do yoga, bruh. That's it, man. 0-2 on a Monday, bruh. I'm supposed to be 5-2 coming into Tuesday, ready to light it up again, bruh. I'm coming back with a vengeance tomorrow. Follow me on Instagram to catch the developments.
Yeah, I'm glad you got to air that frustration.
Now I'm at the house doing a podcast, sipping on tea. Bougie as ever. 0-2.
Bougie as ever. Sorry I'm not down there, J.E. Wouldn't happen.
Man, it don't matter what level you're on. They cannot guard our pick and roll, bro.
The pick and roll is unstoppable.
Unstoppable.
Not since John Stockton and Karl Malone has there been a better pick and roll.
I'm telling you, there's never been a pick and roll. Like I could pick and pop, I could pick and fade, I could pick and roll, I could pick and pass back, I could pick again, and it's just unstoppable, bro.
Absolutely. All right. So we've gotten our airing of grievances out today. We vented. I appreciate our audience of the Good Guys podcast for allowing us to vent.
Man, mostly thank you guys, man. I appreciate you all giving me the opportunity just to clear my spirit, man.
I'm sure it's got to be pretty refreshing for the people to hear a story of the Reverend getting frustrated in a basketball game and heaving a basketball, hitting an elderly white man in the process.
Now, I'm not saying that if he was black or Hispanic that I wouldn't say sorry. I just know that the black guy and the Asian man, the Hispanic man will say, I understand. White guy will not understand.
Oh, yeah, he's going to sue you.
He sees me as an angry monkey.
You'll probably have a letter from his lawyer in your mailbox tomorrow.
I'm like, bruh, how did you know my name?
Mm-hmm.
Anyway.
All right. So we're going to move on. We're going to talk about a topic. It's kind of broad, but we're going to try to hit on it because it's really important. Within the context of relationships, we are going to talk about communication.
That's a big word, man.
It's a big word. It is an important word.
It is.
And it is at the crux of every important relationship.
Dang, BD, we getting deep today, man.
We're getting deep. Take your shoes off. Roll up your pants.
Yeah, press pause. Get your family in. Get your man in. Get your wife in. Get everybody in the room because we're going to talk about something very, very, very important and really have some good dialogue that I want you guys to do us a big favor. Jump into the comments tab box, wherever you are. Jump in. I want to please contribute to the conversation. I'm going to let you go ahead, B, and let's see what we're going to have or see what we're going to discuss today.
So when you're in a relationship, I would venture to say that aside from relationship with God, the number one and most important thing is communication.
It is.
It is. And, you know, it's manifested itself in my marriage. It manifests itself every day, basically. But I just feel like it's important to talk about because sometimes I think a lot of times when it comes to like marriage, I think people get caught up in, you know, you watch the romantic comedy movies and the fairy tale weddings and real quick aside, and I don't know why this came in my head. If you're getting married and you have a small allotment of money and you have the option of putting that money into an expensive, extravagant wedding or putting that money towards bills, please take my advice. Put the money towards the bills.
Listen,
that was
a
word from the Lord because that just came out of nowhere. Somebody needed to hear that.
And if you don't mind, Father of Four, can the Reverend speak on this too as well? Can I add my $2.46 to this?
Go ahead and jump in there.
Listen, man. It's crazy how many people I know personally and crazy how many people that do this often. Like I said in a video back in the day, I said people spend $40,000 on a wedding, but their marriage is not worth a dime.
My goodness.
How can we endeavor to say that we're ready for marriage when we're financially immature off day one? You spend all of this money on a moment, feeding all of these people who are going to gossip about you, not going to be there for you, or there's only a handful in the room that's going to love you through thick and thin.
Right.
But you mean to tell me you're going to spend all of that money on a moment versus saving that moment for the next 150, 300 moments? Like Lifetime, Hallmark, all of these shows have programmed us, or I don't even know for men, because I don't really, it programs women to a degree and some men to force them to prove their love financially first. We're not talking about provision. Yes, you want a man who could be able to provide. And man, you also want a woman that can actually be self-sustaining, to a degree that she's actually suffered and gone through some things and stomached adversity. But man, what matters most? The suit, the dress, the flowers, the shrimp, the cake, the plates, the cater.
And that's where communication comes in. And this is before you even, when you're in the relationship phase, like before you don't wait till you get married. Like communication is big within marriage. Don't even wait till then to start communicating and asking questions like, to find out what their priorities are. Do they value spending money or do they value saving money? Are they looking at wanting to own a house and or properties, or are they planning on renting their entire life? There's nothing wrong with renting, or there's nothing wrong with either way. You just need to know where your partner is at.
You also got to know how high they want to go. I think most people forget that most of these red flags were waived the first date, second date, third date. I think a lot of people fail to really take the time outside of their need for love, need for companionship, need for relationship, and sit back and say, man, first off, what do I want out of a relationship? Like, have you even gotten a notebook and written down your values, your standards, your morals, your convictions, your principles, stuff that you live by? Because you don't have to be with a non-believer to be unequally yoked. You could be unequally yoked with someone that believes in God, but yet y'all don't have the same values.
So true.
He values one thing, you value another, but they conflict detrimentally. And that's where communication is and what happens with insecure people, Brandon, and people who are going through loneliness and stuff like that, they don't speak up because their need for love speaks more volumes.
Absolutely. So yeah, these are the things that you have to figure out what you want. And then when you find somebody that you think you're interested in, you have to have these conversations. You have to figure out, what is it that they value? What do they stand for? And some of that will show itself over time. But that's definitely important before you even get in a relationship or a marriage.
And go ahead, Brandon.
Go ahead.
No, I just think when you know yourself, I think many people want to know someone else before they even know themselves. And you can't even really know yourself 100% if you don't know God. Your number one relationship is God. Every other relationship is going to be affected or is going to be impacted based on the level of your relationship with God. If you have a solid relationship with God, you have a solid, secure base, meaning that you know for a fact, I'm not putting up with anything because I'm already content in my relationship with God. Discontentment leads to destructive relationships. But when you're content in God, your relationship elevates. You speak up because you have nothing to lose. That if you lose that person, you still got God. And people feel like if I lose this person, I'm nothing. No, God is like, yo, that's cool. They just wasn't for us. They wasn't the third side of this triangle. Like they're not supposed to be, and that's okay.
Exactly.
Are you taking a bath?
No, I'm in the basement, so there's pipes like right above me. And
I was like,
my wife just turned on the washing machine.
I was like, BD, are you in a candlelit? You got the tub water, bro?
No,
not that kind of therapy, bro.
No, not at all.
Well, anyway, ladies and gentlemen, that's just his pipes in the basement.
Sorry, guys. I'll try to edit most of that out.
He should have communicated that to me before. I'm just joking. Ba-dum-ps. Anyway. but listen, man. Communication is very key, bro. I think when it comes to any relationship, we got to be able to see what else is being communicated besides words. Some people communicate, and you can tell who they are by their actions. You don't have to wait for someone to say something to receive closure. You can already see from the get-go that this door should have been closed from the beginning. The way he looks at other women, the way she looks at her phone, not even interested in your conversation, like that's communicating. Or you can also see through the body language, through the aura, if a person is really into you. When you argue, when you get upset, I think the reason why people argue, because they want to see how much you care.
Right.
And so
that's true.
Yeah, go ahead.
When it comes to and that's, I don't know, like me personally, I always liked to see the person that I'm with. I kind of like to push them to the edge just a little bit. Not really, but kind of, sort of, because I want to see how they react when they do get a little rattled. And
that's true.
Because that's important. Like if I'm going to be in a serious relationship with you, stuff's going to happen. Like, you know what I mean? You're going to go through rough patches and rough times in your life, and you're going to be pushed and tested. And you kind of need to know how they're going to react to adversity. And
that's true, Brandon. I think a lot of people don't give themselves time to see what kind of foundation they're planning to build on. Like, how do you expect a 60-year-old marriage to last off a 6-month friendship or relationship? The real problem is many people don't even have friendship as the foundation. Like sex is going to get old. Foreplay is going to get old. All that stuff is going to get old. Friendship, can you even talk to this person? Is this person secure enough to handle you through your most vulnerable moments? And you only dated for 6 months. Now you got a ring on your finger. Now you're getting married and you don't know the person. Listen, like
that is so very.
You got to get to a place where you say, you know what? I got to see you at your best and at your worst. If you don't see that, don't marry them. Don't marry a person if you haven't seen them at their worst, because not everybody got the grace God has for us.
Right.
Not everybody has the same level of patience that God has for us. There are certain things that are just simple deal breakers that you're just like, yo, you really wild out when you upset. You get too aggressive when you're upset. Or you become too passive when things are great. Like, it all boils down to just really taking your time and allowing everything to communicate to you, their verbals and their nonverbals.
It's absolutely right. It's absolutely right. And it's important because like you were saying, like, you know, I think a lot of people get caught up in, you know, the physical and the sex and things like that. Yeah, like when you get married, like you're married for a really long time. Like you're going to be married for the rest of your life. That stuff is going to fade. You know, they're not going to look exactly how they look the day that how they looking right now. They're not exactly going to look like that for the rest of their life. So at the end of the day, it is going to be that friendship. It is going to be that communication. How well are you able to communicate to that person? How well are you able to open up and tell them how you really feel? Do you have to always put on, you know, a front? Can you show them your true self? Can you really tell them how you feel at any given time about any given circumstance or situation? That is what's really important, and that's what's going to sustain a marriage over a long period of time.
And you need a person, or you should endeavor to wait for God to send a person that has grace for your type of personality, patience for your type of personality. Like, do we really want to marry ourselves? Like really? Do we, like, if we really met a duplicate of us in the opposite sex, will we really? Like, we know all about that person, but we don't know what it's like to date us.
You know, I thank the Lord for my wife every day because I wouldn't want to marry myself.
Yeah, man, I wouldn't want to marry me too. I ask like 50 questions. I'm over analytical. You know, I ask myself questions that's random. Like, who wants to have dumb conversations with me all the time? So you need a person that's going to have the right fortitude, the right kind of patience and understanding, and only God knows who can handle you or appreciate you. Like, knows your love language, knows how to engage with you, knows how you click. And there are just people out there that's just not compatible. Like, not all chemistry is good chemistry.
Right.
Some chemistry leads to water, other chemistry leads to explosions. Not all chemistry is good chemistry. And just because you feel like this could work, if you have to work overtime to make it work, then it might not be meant for it to work.
Don't force it.
Don't force it. You trying to force a circle peg into a square hole is not going to fit. It will fit, but you have to go through all these great measures. But at the end, that's not what or who it was designed for.
Right.
But all of this starts with God, yo. If you don't communicate with God often, because communication with God gives you insight on who you are. Communicating with him through prayer is not just giving off petitions. It's giving God permission to shine a light in your heart to show you the ugly of you. Many of us bring ugly, and I don't think you should ever bring ugly into a marriage. Ugly means like bad habits. Like, ugly is like, it's okay to have some bad things that person can have grace to. We talking about good, bad, and ugly.
Right.
Certain addictions in a relationship, it's going to destroy it. It's going to
That's
open the
true.
door for generational curses. Now your son is watching you. Generational curses is not a DNA thing. It's just a demonstration thing. You're demonstrating habits that your young children are going to emulate because daddy did it. I remember growing up, it didn't matter how much my mom said, don't drink out the carton. If I see her drink out the carton, I'm drinking out the carton.
Exactly. Yep. So yeah.
Yeah, man.
Absolutely.
Yeah, man. It all boils down, man, to just being honest. If you're not happy, be honest. If you're not excited, be honest, because communication leads to healing. Where there's no communication, there's no clarity. Where there's no clarity, there's chaos. Wherever there's no chaos, wherever there's chaos, there's confusion. Hold on, sorry. Let me repeat that. Where there's no communication, there's no clarity. Where there's no clarity, there's confusion. Where there's confusion, there's chaos. How long have you gone without communicating in a relationship that God wants to fix? If no one talks, there's no healing. Because now everyone's making assumptions. Everybody's thinking this. If only someone was mature enough to say, hey, I was wrong. The saving of any relationship is selflessness and humility. If you want a great relationship, just work on being selfless and humble.
Right. That is like probably 70% of marriage is coming to the understanding. And that's the beautiful thing about marriage. And it's hard and it's tough, but marriage will show you who you are and what weaknesses you have and what areas that you need to work on. And at the end of the day, you have to learn that, hey, it's not just about me anymore. Like my job, my responsibility is to take care of this other individual and make sure that they are, getting everything that they need, make sure that their relationship with God is strong and that I'm leading them in the right direction. So a lot of times you have to sacrifice. Like it's not about being right. I think, our entire lives, it's kind of like you're wired to like, all right, I'm going to be right. I got to be right. I got to win. When you get to marriage, winning an argument is not winning anymore. It's losing.
Losing the argument leads to the marriage winning.
Exactly.
I'd rather take an L. And that's why I tell people selfishness sinks relationships. Selflessness keeps them sailing. If you're marrying somebody and you know that they're 100% submitted to God, that's why it's important to be with the one God has for you. It's important to be with somebody that God has for you, or y'all both have, if y'all been married and y'all didn't know y'all was for each other, but y'all came to a common ground. It's important to know that person submitted to God, because you know for a fact that promotion doesn't come from your husband or from your wife, that your provider ultimately is God. That if you just say, I'm going to be completely selfless, I'm going to be completely humble, knowing that I have a mate who's not perfect, but is positioned enough close to God so that God can, I know for a fact that whatever God says to them, they will make the changes. And if I'm selfless, I've heard people say they gave some of the best advice on why their marriages lasted 40, 50 years. And the number one thing they said was selflessness. They said, right, even with sexual experiences, they were saying like, if you go into any situation always thinking about you and not serving, your partner's going to feel it. When it comes to sex in a marriage, for your guys that's married, for what I've heard and for what people have shared with me, is that if you're thinking about you, your job should be ultimately, how can I satisfy that person? Your job should be, what are your pet peeves? Before we even get married, I'm going to start making up the bed. Before we even get married, I'm going to do things. We're talking about pet peeve. We're talking about dirty drawers beside, like, that's laziness. If you just throw your drawers on the floor, you can work towards helping ensure that there's peace in the home.
And that's the communication piece, because for some people, it might not be a big deal. For someone else, it is like their ultimate pet peeve. So, you have to find out what that individual's pet peeves are, what it is that they really need. Like me and my wife, we communicate all like I remember early in the marriage, I communicated my pet peeves, and it's stupid little stuff, but it's like, you know, like it really is stupid. But like she'll take the sheets off the bed and be washing the sheets, and I'm like, that's awesome, that's great.
But no,
But
there's
when
no
I go to
sheets.
bed, those sheets better
no
be back on the bed.
Bro, I'm like, stop listening to TD Jakes. No more sheets. Like I need some sheets on the bed.
No, when I go to bed, I need those sheets on the bed. There's nothing more annoying to me than when I get my mind set and ready to go to bed, and there's no sheets there.
But the beautiful thing, Brandon, you know these pet peeves from day one.
From day one.
But most people, through infatuation, through loneliness, forsake the real to embrace the fake, because the fake things make you feel better. Nobody wants water. When we was kids, Brandon, the moment you tasted lemonade or Kool-Aid for the first time, water was an enemy. But what is healthier? Water. The best things in life are fundamental. And the best things oftentimes require an acquired taste. It's not going to taste good. Being humble for the first time is going to be like Brussels sprouts for the first time.
Right.
Tasting it, but you have to keep, because you're going to eventually acquire that taste because you know it's doing you ultimately good. And I think when we communicate and talk and discuss and stop being so proud, like people be so prideful, man. And I'm like, that is the number one most unattractive trait to me, is a proud person, whether in business, in relationship, wherever, is pride. Like I always endeavor to be the lowest in the room, because when I'm the lowest in the room, I learn the most. The servant learns the most. Do you know there's a bunch of unnamed servants serving in the White House now, serving in palaces right now, serving in billionaires' homes right now? And what are they getting? Free information. Because they're serving. Right. You learn more when you are the least in the room. Even when you're the richest, the most handsome, or the most pretty, you still got to go low. Let everyone else go high, you go low. Because at least when you're low, if you fall, it ain't gonna hurt.
Yeah, and that's something that me and my wife, we used to do, and we have to get back to. But like, we used to have, sessions where we would just, turn everything off, and we would just talk about, hey, how am I doing, as a husband? Like, is there anything more that you feel like I could be doing, or is there anything that you need from me that I'm not giving you, and vice versa? And I mean, those things were really productive and beneficial, and we got to get back to it. But that is like probably the best thing you can do. And it's not necessarily fun. It's not necessarily comfortable, because you don't want to open up, a can of worms and hear that, hey, maybe you're falling short in this area, or you could be doing more in that area. It kind of hurts your pride a little bit to hear, but it is so important, because if she can tell you exactly what she needs from you, and you can improve in that area, it makes your relationship and your marriage all the better.
Exactly, man. I think communication, having those times where social media and technology and TV's removed for a period of time, and going back to the roots, man, going back to where we're eating at the dinner table again, that we're actually asking, how's your day? That we're actually taking the time to say, you know what, like, how are you feeling? Am I like jobs give 6-month evaluations? I think relationships should give themselves 6 months evaluations. How am I performing? How am I performing? Because you know what happens most of the time? People hope the other person change. No. You can't hope for someone to change. You got to help them change. You have to help them. Like, I could be really thinking everything's okay, but if you don't talk, you're torturing yourself. Like, those who want to be great don't mind criticism. Those who want to be great don't mind criticism. It's the criticism that leads to the change, that leads to you becoming a champion. And if we get to a place where we say, you know what, tell me how I'm serving you wrong, because I know if I serve you well when I get married, I'ma serve the mess out of her. You know what? No, I'ma serve the sex out of her.
Okay.
serve the sex, like you get what you want, not maliciously, but if you really just genuinely serve, you get what you need.
This is true.
Man, wash those plates, man, and see what draws come off by 9 p.m. Because you know you back in the day when y'all was young, y'all was sexing at 11. I know for me, when I get married, I'm having sex around 7:30, be sleep by 9.
Wow.
Because I'm tired, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, like, you know, we not young no more. I'm getting married later in my years. You know what I'm saying? I'm getting married in 32, 33. Ain't nobody got time. I mean, now, don't get me wrong. I'll be new to the experience. Mm-hmm. So who knows? It may be some 2:00 sessions. I may be able to fit you in. But I'm just but what I'm saying is, if you know the closer you get to a person's heart, the closer you get to serving the dire needs of a person, the more your needs are met. Ask any woman. If you care about having sex more than you care about serving that woman, a hoe gonna be turned on, because that's what she does. She hoes.
Right.
But a wife, she's much more than sex. And
Absolutely.
then if you get into a relationship, all you thinking about that I should marry before I burn with passion, that's the dumbest reason to get married.
Don't do that.
Because you know what? Your wife is not going to act like a side chick.
No.
Side chicks, you do what side chicks do to keep you by their side. Wives are multidimensional, multifaceted.
Absolutely.
They're more than just a piece of meat. A side chick thinks that sex will get you to lose her main, but watch what happens when you let go of your main to go to the side chick. The side chick gonna start acting like the main again.
Exactly. And you're going to be dealing with the same stuff.
The same stuff. You think your side chick is going to want to wear the same lingerie and sex until midnight, all this kind of stuff. She going to be like, I'm tired. My feet,
exactly.
rub my feet. I'm not bad.
That was cool when I was only seeing you 2 hours out the week. Now I'm with you every day. I'm
2 hours out the week. I ain't sexy for you. I got you. But don't get with somebody that gets comfortable once they got you. Because since we're always evolving, the chase is never over. I don't like to use the word chase. The pursuit is never over. Women, you know what? There's nothing wrong with pursuing a man after he has pursued you.
Mm-hmm.
There's nothing wrong, because your man is evolving. You got to pursue. You got to push and pursue. You got to be a pusher and a pursuer. Like, I want to know more about this new man that you're becoming. I want to know, this is new for you. Let me pursue this a little bit. And men, you think the chase is over once you got her? She's just a wife now. You have yet to pursue the mother. You have yet to pursue the grandmother. You have yet to pursue the entrepreneur in her. Like the pursuit is not over. Because for those that are in Christ, all things are passed away, and behold, all things are becoming new. I'm becoming new day by day as I'm saved in Christ. Therefore, stay on your toes. Keep watching. Don't turn the channel. Don't leave this couch. Stay with me, because I'm evolving. And stay with her because she's evolving. And be creative. Be creative. Be intrigued in the ups and downs of this individual, because. Listen, just because life was great 5 months ago when y'all get married, one thing I know, trials don't care if you're single or married. Temptations don't care. Listen, these women out here don't care you married, bruh. These men don't care that you married. They want to see if they can get another notch on their belt. And you got to communicate to your husband, yo, you too busy. You ain't handling yours here. Fellas, you got to go to your wife and be like, look, man, it's been 4 days. And Martha at the job is trying to get at me. You gonna lose me to a girl named Martha?
Maybe don't say that.
Listen,
Maybe don't say that.
Listen, don't listen to the man. Don't listen to the man who's not married yet. But wait till I get married.
Maybe don't say that.
Listen. You wives, find out if there's Becky's at his job. Okay, find out. No, I'm not saying that you give a man license, but if a man communicates and you're not doing your job, like the Bible commands us, don't go long without knowing each other, knowing as in having sex. Because the longer you go without fulfilling a basic, fundamental, God-given need,
right,
that bodily need is going to find a supplier. BD, when I used to be addicted to the 2 for $2.22 honey buns at 7-Eleven, it can be 1:30 in the morning. If my body craves that honey bun, I'm in the car, I'm in 7-Eleven, I'm getting the honey buns.
Wow.
But if you don't have the right type of systems in your relationship, and that's why, ladies, you got to understand, your children should never come before your husband.
Say it again.
Your children, no matter if you have 4, 5, 7, or 1 on the way, should never come before your husband. Without him, there's no them. Without her, there's no us. And we just got to get to a place where we say, God, how are we supposed to communicate in relationships? How are we supposed to talk? And it's easier than we think. It's just that a lot of us allow insecurities, pride, low self-esteem, anger, and jealousy to keep us silent.
Yeah, man.
So this is probably, this topic is so broad, man. We might have to do a part 2, man. We can't cover every aspect of communication in this podcast, man. We'll be here. This will be a 4-hour long podcast, bro.
Yeah, it's a very broad subject, and there's so many different facets that you would have to cover. So, yeah, we'll definitely come back and touch on that some more, because it's an important topic, and it's so critical to any relationship. Not even just male and female, your friends, your family. Communication is so important.
Communication is the thread that keeps everything connected. I'm telling you. If they don't communicate, and that's why you can't silence God in your life, because the number one line that you should have open is the line between you and God. Because if you can't hear God when everything's quiet, if you don't spend time with God when everything's quiet, how are you going to hear him above the sirens? How are you going to hear him above the warnings? God doesn't yell, God whispers. You know why he whispers? Because he only wants those closest to him to hear him. The closer you are, listen, revelation comes from relationship. If you want specific revelation about your life, you gotta have a solid relationship with God. No prayer, no power. No prayer, no protection. No prayer, no peace. If you don't pray, and prayer has to be a dialogue, not a monologue, you have to allow him to talk back. You can't just go to God and be like, here what's on my chest, and then you don't even give God a chance to respond. You done finished your coffee and walked out of Starbucks, and God's like, but I have something to say.
Right.
If you don't make time to speak and to listen, you won't be successful. And if you're not successful with God, how are you going to be successful in your other relationships?
Not possible.
My bad, bro. This topic can get me going, man. You don't watch none of my videos. You don't listen to none I do. I can go about an hour and a half on stuff. You're the most supporting, non-supporting friend of all time.
Hey, I'm here for you.
I'm here for you, not what you have to say.
Oh man.
What's next, right. B? We'll come back to this next week, man. We'll do this whatever.
Stick a pin in that topic and we will come back. But enough of that substance on the Good Guys podcast. We're going to get back
to what makes us great. Food.
To the foolish nonsense.
Food and crazy nonsense, whatever you just said.
Yeah, absolutely. All right. So we're going to move on to Smash or Pass for this week.
All right.
And for our first time listeners, again, we are not talking about whether or not you would smash another male or female.
It just went left for them. They was like, oh my God, Mom, what you got me listening to? Coach is smashing out here? I thought Brandon was a father of 4. He's smashing and passing?
Nope. Neither.
We're talking about restaurants, not Instagram.
We are talking about food. Would you smash or would you pass?
Man, I got the website pulled up for this one.
So today, our smash and pass option comes from the Junked Food Company.
That's a horrible name, by the way.
It is.
Just call it junk food. Don't call it junked. Like the ED doesn't bruh. Junked?
ED is completely unnecessary. Just junk food.
Wow.
Junk Food Company. I actually would really that's a good name. Junk Food Company.
Yeah, junk food must have been taken, but still, I would just do a different logo. Junked? Anyway, go ahead. Yeah, I'm sorry.
So they've got what are called smash bags. So what they are is a bag of Doritos. And then, so I'm on the website. All of our smash bags start with cheddar cheese, lettuce, sour cream, chili sauce, black olives, pico de gallo, and jalapeno in a bag of Doritos.
Did you see the Max Smash though, bruh?
The Max Smash? Oh, okay. Let me go to that. Okay. So the Max Smash has all of the above that I just mentioned. It also has creamy cheddar crack mac.
Man, that sounds like, I ain't even gonna say it. That don't even sound like black people's macaroni and cheese, dog.
It sounds like some white macaroni.
Bruh.
Kentucky bourbon ketchup. I don't even know what that would possibly be.
Bruh, y'all doing too much, man.
And then you've got the lettuce, cheddar, pico de gallo, red onions, sour cream, chili sauce, black olives, jalapeno topper. I mean, that sounds pretty good. I mean,
bruh, if they would have just kept it simple, man. First off, do y'all got the big bag of Doritos? Because for those who are not watching, who don't know what we're talking about, it's in they cut the bag of the Doritos bag, right? And we already know there's a maximum 17 chips in there, maybe 15. There's not that many chips in a Doritos bag, right?
Okay.
I wonder if they got a large size, man.
Josh, that's so greedy, man. Like the big bag of Doritos, that's like.
Nah, you're right, man.
You're feeding two or three people.
Yeah, you're right. I haven't bought chips in a while, bro. I don't. I go to Whole Foods, man. I haven't had Doritos in about 2 or 3 years, bro.
Mm-hmm.
But honestly, it's a great concept. But looking at these pictures, like first off, I really got to hold the bag. And I don't like holding food and eating it. Not nachos. Like I can hold a burger wrapped in aluminum foil, but holding my nachos, the presentation is innovative, but it's efficient. Oh, never mind. I see it sitting up. Okay. Oh, this one got tater tots in it.
I'm looking at one that's got pulled pork.
Oh, right. Now, which website are you on? I'm on Smash Bags.
Yeah.
Where do you see the pulled pork? The original Smash? No. The taco Smash? No. The pulled pork Smash. There we go. Sorry.
Reading is fundamental.
It is. I just look at pictures. I was looking for the Honestly, bro, man, if they let me customize my bag. Okay, B. Okay. What would you put in your bag?
I'm gonna put in my bag the standard toppings. So I'm gonna have the lettuce, the cheddar, pico de gallo, fresh diced tomato, red onion, sour cream, chili, jalapeno.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna put the crack mac, and then I'm gonna put some pulled pork.
If that macaroni and cheese is coming out of a pot and it's not coming out of a pan,
Josh, it's not coming out of a pan,
man. But if that thing, if I see them open up the stove, the oven, and pull out Mama's macaroni and cheese, oh my God, man! You know what? I'm a pass because I can actually make this at the house. You know what? I'm gonna come over for Thanksgiving. I'm like, Mom, when are you making macaroni and cheese again? Oh, was thinking Sunday. I'm bringing a bag of Doritos. I'm
Wow.
going to cut the bag down the side. And I'm putting Mama's macaroni and cheese. This thing costs $8.45. You know how much mine's going to cost?
Okay. Now, and that's the one place where I might pass because I'm not paying $8.45 for a bag of Doritos with
Heck
some
no.
taco.
I'm not paying $8.45 for a non-black grandmother's version of smash bags. No,
Right.
I'm gonna endure my mom talking crazy to me on what am I doing with that Doritos? What are you doing? That don't even make sense. But at least I got a smash bag for under $3. For under $3. Man, bro. Okay, because we're just gonna pass on junked foods because their name is whack. I'm gonna pass on them. But
Okay.
I'm gonna right now create my own exclusive Ezzy Smash Bag. That's a horrible name too. Anyway,
it is.
First off, you have to decide which Doritos are you gonna get.
This is gonna be disgusting.
You gonna get the ranch again, huh? you gonna get the Cool Ranch for your Doritos?
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah, I'm gonna get Cool Ranch too. Yeah.
Yes, exactly.
Honestly, bro, I might just get the regular Doritos bag and just go straight chili cheese, dog.
Okay.
Just straight chili cheese, man. Chili cheese Doritos with some tater tots on the side, bro. That's good eating.
Okay, I'm not mad at that.
Basic, and honestly, chili with Mama's macaroni and cheese as the cheese.
Wow, that sounds like a yesterday all over again waiting to happen.
Bruh, you mean to tell me your mom's, does your mom make good macaroni and cheese?
Oh, the best. How dare you question?
Bruh, I'm sorry. Your mom's rice and beef tips, dog, is blurring my vision, bruh, of everything I've had at your house, bruh. It's crazy. You know everything else is good when somebody's rice and beef tips are good. My God. Right.
But yeah, I mean, okay. If somebody is buying, I'm smashing the smash bag. But am I coming off of $8.45
no
of
way.
My hard-earned money?
No. Especially with something I can make at the house. This ain't nothing special.
I don't see why they're charging so much for it. That's really the only thing. It's not a bad food option. It's just $8.45. That's a whole entree.
Whoa. This will be great for a Super Bowl party. If you had different toppings and you just have a bunch of bags of Doritos and people made their own smash bags.
That's a good idea. It's a good party idea.
I wish I wasn't a Christian because what kind of Super Bowl party am I going to? Well, honestly, no. Okay. I might try to make this work.
What are you talking about? What's unholy about smash bags?
There's nothing unholy about smash bags, but I'm not making no sense. Don't worry about what I said. All right. Let's just customized smash bags.
Customized smash bags. All right, Josh. So once and for all, are you smashing the smash bag or are you passing?
I told you I'm passing on junk food company smash bags. First, because of the price. Secondly, ain't nobody got time for no 5 chips in the bag, man. It's just overly priced. But those food trucks fanatics, they buy overpriced stuff just for the experience.
Mm-hmm.
You cut a bag in half, you double the price.
Right. I think that's what it is. It's more the experience than anything. If somebody's buying, I'm smashing.
Man, no, man, because I know good and well their macaroni and cheese is not good. Look at the picture, bro. It looks like you never know. It looks like you'll throw up from last night. Probably.
It does.
It does. It does look like your stomach right now. What's in your stomach right now is what this looks like. Jumbled up stuff that's being processed through acid.
My stomach is, it's mostly good at this point, but yesterday, not so much.
Hey, man. That's what happens when you touch God's man of God.
Touch God's man of God.
Hey, bro, man, listen, man, I had a long day at work. The kids were on 10 today. And, you know,
bad kids.
Bad kids, dealing with bad kids all day. And you're the most Christianese person, but you got to deal with these bad kids. It's not even necessarily the bad kids I got to deal with. It's just parents, hug your own kids.
Please.
Love your kids, because I don't have enough love to compensate for the love they don't have at home. Oh man, like I can't walk down the hall. Then you know, if you give one person a hug, the whole line wants a hug. You give one kid a dap, the other kid feels like he is not worth nothing, and he might go crazy and jump off the monkey bars and commit suicide. So you got to give him dap as well. So
wow.
Basically what I'm saying is that, man, people think working in school, oh, that's nice, coach, give him back. Man, do you know how much they take from me? Man, I leave
working with them at such an impressionable age. The decisions you make on a daily basis, Josh, could be affecting the outcome of these kids' entire lives.
Yeah, man. Some of these kids be calling me their daddy. I'm like, listen, if I can't claim you on my taxes, you're not my child. It's that simple.
Unless I can claim you on my taxes and get this child tax credit.
Man, that's cute for you because you don't got no dad. And, you know, yes, I'm probably a good role model to these kids. But listen, you have your own father.
They might not.
Oh, that's right. That's right. I know, man. This is what I think, people. I don't say this to the kids. Trust me. My fake smile. And I truly love the kids, man. I love them more than you can ever imagine. It's just there's 700 of them.
Oh,
and you're like their top 2 favorite people in the building. So everybody knows your name is Mr. Ezzy, but they get mad. They have the nerve to ask me, you know my name? Oh. Man, do you know what I gotta say to moonwalk out of that? Bro, I'll be moonwalking. I'm like, girl, you know I know your name. I gotta go to the bathroom though. Bro, come on. Bro, come on, man.
You my dog.
Come on,
bro.
Know,
I got this lollipop for you. Here's a lollipop.
Because everybody at my school is either bruh or sweetheart. I don't know their names. I'd be like, yeah, bruh, yeah. Oh, that's nice, sweetheart. Great job, sweetheart. Bruh, good shot. That's everybody's name, bruh. There's no way I can memorize 786 kids' names, bruh. And the worst is the end of the day when you know you got foster kids and they be asking you, can I go home with you? I say no. I need a job. Okay? Listen, they be like, because I have my Takis in the car for them, and I hide stuff in the car, and they be like, I'm gonna go to the car and go get it. Can I go with you? No. No, you can't go with me nowhere.
Wow.
I'm going to the bathroom. Okay, no, you're not going. Listen, bro. Listen. These kids are so great. They mean well. But you're gonna come back Monday morning. I will be without a job Monday morning.
Wow.
When it comes to restraining kids, BD, I don't restrain them without nobody in the room.
I thought the winters up here in northern New York were cold. I now see that you,
cold?
Sir, are even colder.
I am not cold, but I'm not going to get sued. Ain't nobody going to say Mr. Ezzy touched me. No, I'm everywhere there's a camera. Man, I wish a kid lied on me. You getting punched through the throat. It's that simple. No, I'm not going to punch no kid, but I'm going to get another kid to punch you through the throat.
You just said you were going to punch a kid.
No, man. But if you lie on me and say that I touched you, oh, man. No. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm not going to punch a kid. But if a kid lies on me like a grown adult would lie on me, bruh, I'm going to be like, man, listen. I ain't touched this kid.
Amen.
That's why I never put myself in position for someone to lie on me. Never.
Yeah, you out here looking like Michael Jackson?
Nah, bruh. I don't even think Michael did it. There's a lot of kids that came out and said they were paid to say it. They lied about it. Michael Jackson never touched it. But who knows? Who knows? I'm just saying, like, but if someone comes out and say, you know what, I lied and Michael never touched me, Michael's dead, bro. And Michael didn't die on accident, Brandon. Michael Jackson did not die on accident. Michael.
Here we go.
Well, I'm going to just stop here because we want more episodes. And honestly, honestly, you know what? Christians will talk that talk, but you're covered by the blood. Nah, you can't be stupid either. John the Baptist was murdered. Jesus laid down his life. That's two totally different ways to die. John the Baptist ran his mouth off at Herod and Herod's wife, talking about, Herod, you sleeping with these women out here, and I know about it, and I'm blasting off on you on the John the Baptist blog, jbblogs.com. I'm blasting off on you. And then John the Baptist got himself arrested. The king was having a party and put it in the woman's hands. And the woman said, hey, tell the king that I want John the Baptist's head on a platter. And whose head was on the platter? For running his mouth. Jesus.
The first recorded instance in history of snitches get stitches.
The first, bruh. John the Baptist, listen, don't talk on somebody who's not in covenant relationship with you. The reason why John the Baptist got murked was because Herod was outside of covenant. Jesus didn't die yet for the Gentiles. So why are you trying to impose a Jewish law on Gentile people when Jesus is still breathing? There may have been grace for JB.
Calling him.
Hey, man, John the Baptist. Hey, listen, there's too many syllables. JB probably would have been alive to kick it with Jesus a little bit more and could have had some more chapter. You know, he could have had some more chapter time in the Bible if he would have kept his mouth shut.
Man,
you got to know how to move out these streets as believers. You don't got to put your mouth on everything. That's why, hey, Michael Jackson touched the kids. That's all I'm going to say, just to redeem myself.
Wow.
But he probably didn't.
All right. So
BD wants to see
smashing.
BD wants
Maybe
to see
not
the
smashing. Yes, I do. And that's why
I'm passing.
I do not partake in any of your conspiracies.
Listen, man, government. Hey, listen, man, I got nothing against y'all, man. Y'all do what y'all got to do. I'm chilling. You know, I'm out here repping Jesus. But listen, I'm minding my business.
I need the government to get their stuff together, by the way.
Who?
The government.
Hey, man, I'm like, bro, how y'all shutting down?
You can't be shutting. Look, I'm a federal employee. I need my checks.
Hey, bro, I'm just like, you know what, man? I don't get into politics because these people, who knows, man? All I know is I'm minding my business until it hurts my account. Then I'm getting back. If those checks are still coming in, I guess the government's not all the way shut down. Or I guess the shutdown doesn't affect me. You know, we don't care about none until stuff start affecting us.
I'm trying to tell you, well, I went on CNN for probably the first time in 6 months. I said, what's going on? I got the alert. Government shut down. Military employees may be affected. I was like, hold up. What we shut down for?
BD ain't never focused on that ticker at the bottom ever. You was watching it. You saw federal employees, including the Army, may not get their checks. So, oh my!
Wait a minute. What's going on?
Put the volume up, babe. What you watching? Don't worry. Don't worry. BD was like, man, I'm about to move back to Charlotte and be right back in that call center.
Man, I need them checks.
Man,
don't talk about I'm still coming to work, but I'm not getting paid. That's not.
You got 6 mouths, including yours, to feed, bro. You got like, bro. All I gotta do, one pot of spaghetti can last me 4 nights, bro. 4 days and 4 nights. A pot of spaghetti for you lasts you 30 minutes.
One night, and it is gone.
All I got is one night. That's all you got. Is one night on every meal, bruh. Well, that's what you get for always smashing, never passing.
Wow.
There was a couple of nights you probably should have passed. You
probably should have sat out.
Man, you should have been like, you should have tapped it, like, I'm tapping out. Not tonight.
Yep.
And
should have.
4 kids later.
Here we are.
4 kids will force you to tap out.
We are.
Hey, man.
So we're going to move on to the segment that is sweeping the nation.
Oh, yeah. And we got a good one today.
I got a good one for you today. This is going to be heart-wrenching. This is going to cut to the core.
For the last 15 minutes, we had to get this the last 15 minutes, man, because this is going to be a tough one.
One gotta go. French fry edition.
Ooh, man. Woo. Let's get in. Oh, man, bro. This is, man. Oh, man. This is tough, bro. Go ahead. Go ahead. Tell the people, bro. Tell the people.
Be tough. So we've got potato wedges. We've got crinkle cut fries.
Oh my God. Hey.
We've got curly fries.
Ooh, childhood. Hey.
And we've got waffle fries.
Whoa. BD.
And one of these 4 have to go.
Bruh, there's not a gas station. Potato wedges for those that are driving, and you know that gas station, they got that chicken and the potato wedges, bruh. The gas station has the best wedges, bruh. There's a gas station, it's off East Bland Street and South Boulevard, I think. It's right down the street from the Y. Oh, man, those potato wedges, bruh. Woo.
Is that the place that you said had the really good fried chicken?
Bruh, did I not take you there?
No, man, because I was on a health kick that day and I wanted to go to that roasted chicken place.
What? you know you soft when you forsake potato wedges for roasting company and some vegetables. See, you should have. You should have did.
Why did you let me do that?
Because I wasn't on. Listen, bro, I had to respect it, man. I think you was paying too, so I don't remember. But also, you really wanted to try roasting company, and I was like, I can't deny this man from trying what he wants to try. But, bruh, these potato wedges is what got me 300 plus pounds.
I hope you're staying away from them.
Oh, no, I haven't been there in like a year and a half, bro. But honestly, bro, they're not the small wedges, bro. It's like the whole side of a potato, dog.
Oh, gosh.
They're huge. But, man, I think they double fry. I think there's like an extra crust on it. It's crunchy and soft in the middle. Oh, man, bruh. Bro, you can get 12 wedges for like $2.99, but it's the big joints, bruh.
Man. Yeah, potato wedges are, I mean, they're so delicious. They're so flavorful.
They're a meal in of themselves.
They are. They are probably the only one of these 4 that can serve as a meal in and of themselves.
Oh,
they're
man.
so hearty.
Just imagine like a chili cheese potato wedge basket.
Oh, that's a meal. That is a meal.
That's a meal for like the weekend, bro. You can't eat nothing else but that because you're going to be bloated.
Yep.
And crinkle cut fries, bro. What would you eat with your Philly cheesesteak, bro? What other fries goes with any sub, any sandwich, honestly?
The crinkle cut fries with the Lowry seasoned salt on
them. Any fish. Every fish camp has these fries, bro.
Oh man, with the fish fry,
Showmars. Just Showmars. We're not even talking about Captain Steve's. Captain Steve's is the pinnacle of fried fish and fries and tater tots. No, not tater tots. I'm sorry. What's some little things? Hush puppies. But BD,
what's up?
Crinkle cut. There's no fish. There's no fish without crinkle cut fries, bro.
No, not at all. Not at all. All right, and then you've got
sweet curly.
The sweet curly fries.
Oh man,
I don't even know where to begin.
They
fries.
might be number one, man, because curly fries are so convenient, bruh.
I mean,
wow. Curly fries is the only fry group where you actually save. You save one or two. Honestly, other fries you do too, but curly fries, you save that big long joint. Like the real curly. When you get mad, I get mad when they give me one curly ring and a bunch of crushed up. I'm like, bruh, give me all curls, bruh. Bruh, I literally go back in. I feel extremely disrespect. I want to see the fry man.
Exactly. I want to talk to the manager.
I'm like, bruh, did you not hear my voice over the intercom? Do you know if you listen, I believe this is for everyone. I think if you hear a man and he sounds like he's over 6'2", 250, you better give him all the curls that's in there.
My goodness.
Don't give no grown man no crunched up curly fries, bro. Don't give no man no curly tips.
We don't want tips.
You giving the grown man curly tips, bro? Give me the full curl, bro. You heard
full curly.
You heard
fries.
My voice over the intercom. You heard me. You heard the hunger in my voice.
You heard the desperation and the passion in my voice. When you order curly fries, you don't just say fries. Like, that's probably the only one where you don't just say fries. You have to say curly fries.
You got to say her by name, bruh. In my voice, you know there was hours of contemplating and thinking about this moment. Bro, you know when you at work and you got 4 hours left, you already in the drive-thru. You already in line. And then when you actually get to that moment and you want to give me some curly tips, bruh, give me the full curls, man. Man, it's nothing greater than when you reach in that thing, you got full curls in that box, bruh. Because you know what curly fries... I think curly fries are more expensive than the other fries. They don't get it. You never saw a real large curly fry box, bro.
Nah, because I think it's kind of deceiving. Like, it looks like it's more than it is sometimes.
Yeah, they didn't fool me though.
Yeah, I need you to pack down those curly fries because they sometimes they spring out and it takes up a lot of space. No, I need you to pack them down.
I need you to pack. I don't want my box to close.
No,
I want about 4 or 5 curls poking out, bro.
That's right.
I need them screaming because it's too tight. It's too hot in here. But last but not least, BD.
Last but not least.
She came in last in the fries, man. We just saw her come out in the last couple of decades, bro. The waffle fries.
We've got waffle fries.
Oh, man, BD. But. The one, I don't know. It's hard for me to let one go.
Okay.
But BD.
Say it with conviction.
Oh, man. Waffle fries got to go.
Oh,
because you know why? You know why? They don't.
I think I know where you're going.
They don't cook it all the way through all the time. I've had more bad waffle fries than I've had the other fries.
Wow.
I don't think the jury's out on how to really cook waffle fries, bro.
I think it's very much out. I think Chick-fil-A has got it down.
No. Chick-fil-A's got it down, bro. But honestly, with the waffle fries, man, it's just not that fun of an experience, man.
What do you mean it's not a fun experience? It's a waffle and a fry in one.
But when you pull out the box, it's just bulky and honestly, I think because the reason why I don't like waffle fries, because Chick-fil-A don't give you a lot. It's like two or three big waffle fries and a bunch of like martyred waffle fries. Fries that just got mangled in the process, bro.
I mean, you might have to order that large, but
honestly, I think it's the box too. I just think the Chick-fil-A fry experience, it's just not presented well. It's just this big, skinny, long box. And it's just like, it's gone in a matter of 2 hands put in the box. It's gone. It's gone.
I mean, you're not supposed to be grabbing multiple waffle fries at once, Josh.
But I'm not only supposed to just grab 3 waffle fries, bruh. And a bunch of crumbs at the bottom.
I personally eat them one at a time. maybe that's just me though.
No, I'm talking about I pull one at a time, but then you're done after like 3 or 4.
There's more than 3 or 4 waffle fries in there, Josh.
I'm gonna just go to Chick-fil-A, man. I just think, but honestly, be out of all these fries, bruh, waffle fries only goes with the chicken sandwich.
I mean, that's the only thing we really have them with. Have you ever tried waffle fries with a burger?
Okay, bruh. What fry are you gonna cook at home?
Not waffle fries.
Exactly.
Hey, look, man.
Listen, when I go through the fry aisle, you be wanting to grab the curly fry bag. It's like, oh, that's gonna be a great experience right there.
They're okay. I don't think any of the fries that you get from the store or that you heat up at home are as good as the ones that you get in a restaurant.
But you know I'm bougie.
Unless you have like a deep fryer, probably.
But I'm bougie these days, bro. So
What do you get?
Honestly,
like a potato, and you've got a potato slicer, and you cook it in olive oil, and
don't come for me, bro.
Cover it with sage and spices and herbs.
Exactly, bro.
Wow.
Yes.
Wow.
Yes. Yeah. And so I don't frequent. I'm just going by from past experiences, bro. I don't really, the Whole Foods fries that come on my burgers great, but
okay. So you're saying waffle fries gotta go?
Because Chick-fil-A just doesn't do it for me.
Don't do it.
Honestly, bro, Chick-fil-A is still
disrespect,
man. They should have never. They should have never kicked out Checkers and gave us Chick-fil-A. Come on, bro.
Wow,
bro. No, time out.
I can't do it.
BD, Chick-fil-A over Checkers?
Absolutely.
Not even close. No, not sandwiches. We're talking about fries. Checkers fries will destroy waffle fries. No, I'm talking about fries. We're in the fries category.
Okay.
Bruh, Checkers fries was number 1 in my childhood, bruh. Because I was a Checkers up the street from my house, bruh.
Their fries are very good. They really are.
Extremely good.
They're extremely good. I don't know if I can. I have a special place in my heart for waffle fries. Because
you're a father. Of course. First off, you're a husband and a father. Women just have this thing for Chick-fil-A, bro. You have to go. Something in their mind thinks that it's not fast food and it's cute to go. Chick-fil-A is like Starbucks. It is mainstream. Chick-fil-A is that place where it's cute to be in a drive-thru. Nobody's cute in McDonald's drive-thru. Like you're disgusting if I see you in Taco Bell's food line. Drive-thru or McDonald's. Oh, if you're in Burger King's drive-thru, you're a nasty human being that don't belong in America.
Wow, that harsh words.
Just joking. It's satire. It's satire. But what I'm saying,
you struggling.
Yeah, man, bruh. I haven't been to Burger King in about 3 years, bruh. I'd rather you will see me you would have saw me recently in the last 2 years in a Jack in a Box line.
Yeah,
but not not Hardee's or Burger King.
No, yeah, you're in the struggle because there's just like back in the day, it didn't necessarily mean that you were in the struggle, but nowadays it means you're in the struggle because you have Five Guys now. There's fast food burger places with really good burgers.
Right, that there's a middle tier of fast food. Honestly, right. No, okay, there's a lower tier, middle tier, and a high tier, right? Right. Chick-fil-A and Five Guys may be in a high tier of fast food.
Right.
With Chipotle, stuff like that. Mid tier is, I don't really know what's in the mid tier. Jack in the Box. Low tier is like Hardee's, Carl's Jr., Burger King.
I feel like Hardee's is in the mid tier, actually.
Really? They
have decent burgers, and they also have other stuff like chicken tenders and.
Oh, I haven't been in a while. I just go by off passing by Hardee's. You don't really see them. You don't really see them in the hood, bro. I mean, in the rich areas.
That's fairly true. Okay. Anyway, Yeah, I'm not going to stand for any more of your Chick-fil-A slander, so I'm going to go ahead and move the conversation along. For me, the potato wedges are going to have to go.
BD, that's blasphemous, bro.
I mean, it's just I love them. It's just one's got to go, and the waffle fries aren't going, because if waffle fries go, then my whole Chick-fil-A experience is no longer.
Just say your relationship is gone if waffle fries is gone.
Exactly. Like, we have a long-standing relationship. I worked there for 3 years. Like,
oh wow,
I'm loyal.
I forgot about that.
I'm sorry, I'm invested. Waffle fries aren't going anywhere. Curly fries, absolutely not. Absolutely not. Crinkle cut fries are just that hood special. Like, I don't know. Like, if you've got the hood burger spot, they're gonna have the crinkle cut fries. If you're going to the fish fry, they're gonna have the crinkle cut fries.
You right?
So they have to stay. The potato wedges, I mean, I just don't know any meal that has to go with.
I can tell you right now, it's probably because you don't have gas stations up in the north like the South does.
Oh, absolutely. You won't find a gas station with potato wedges up here. You won't find fried chicken at all up here. So
that's why, I mean, I understand that. I'm still in the South. So, and Chick-fil-A, now that I go to Whole Foods, I don't need the bouginess, the fake bougie that comes with Chick-fil-A.
The fake bougie.
I go straight to the top. And that's Whole Foods, brother.
All right. Fair enough. Let us know in the comments.
Hey, bro, I got it.
Option.
We're going to have to end this podcast right now because I am suffering a Charlie horse at the moment.
Oh, gosh.
And that's probably my karma for picking whole bread. So, ladies and gentlemen, this was a great experience. Okay. All right, BD. Do you have Monday motivation? Okay. Just forget it. It's about to be Tuesday. And this Charlie horse, I haven't had a Charlie horse in, oh my God. All right, guys. There we go. All right. So if you want some motivation,
I got you, Jay.
If you want some motivation, eat more bananas. And I probably shouldn't have ran with those kids outside today. And
maybe they did you a favor by causing you to lose quickly.
All right, man. How long is this outro? And why is the banana so far away? I love you guys. Hope to see you Thursday. Peace.
Oh, man. This is the Good Guys podcast where Joshua Ezzy is experiencing an existential crisis in his leg.
Man, what?
I'm enjoying it. I hope the people are enjoying
but
it.
If you move,
but this is the Good Guys.
When you move, it gets worse. My neighbors.
We are the Good Guys podcast. And we are out.
Bananas, water.